We ended up spending about 47 hours hunting, hiking. By the time we made it back to camp, we were all pretty tired. I needed a beer, and honestly, more than that, I needed a bath.
What are you going to do, Dad?
I'm going down to the creek to wash up.
This is not going on YouTube.
Alright.
If you remember from episode 1, there was a spoiler alert that we forgot a few things. Well, I forgot a personal item, or multiple personal items. That is my only pair of underwear. I didn't know it at the time, but it's a good thing that I got them cleaned up. While we're on the subject of personal hygiene, the second item we forgot to bring was the camp toilet. Lucky for us, somebody left an old camp chair, and Bruce modified a replacement. What's going on here?
I'm digging the camp latrine. This time we can reuse it. I'm pooping it more than once.
How deep is it?
At least down to there, but that's only because my boot won't go that far.
Sure.
Then we've got the trail I rebuilt here. We found this one next to the camp. So the arm was broken, and you see this wasn't attached to heel, so I tied it up and then cut a hole on the bottom. Now it's a good poop trail. Camp latrine.
I think I'd face it the other direction.
Yeah, I would too.
Face it the other direction.
Yeah, Bruce.
Turn it around. Look better. Good job. After coming off the mountain on the morning of day 4, the rain picked up, but we spotted sheep on the other side of the valley. So we went back across the creek, went in to check them out.
Oh yeah, I see your ram. I see your ram. Yeah, look.
The sheep we saw from camp ended up being 4 rams, but by the time we got across the valley and over there, they had moved up into an area that we couldn't get to. So we took the opportunity to drive down the valley and do a little exploring. We figured if the rams did come out of there, they'd drop back down. They might be right in that same spot the next morning. We could make a go at them.
Smile, you're on camera.
Your back,
What?
I ran over your back.
You ran over my back?
Well, I hit the thing flipped again. And
Oh my god. How's my water bottle?
It's split.
My water bottle?
is everything okay?
It's not funny. I literally traveled across the US with that. So, what's broken?
I still got my hat shoes. Not to
Everybody's bad.
right here is some bear tracks, and then some more over here, but you can barely see it. And yeah, there's lots of bear tracks right here. Dad thinks there was a grizzly and a black bear here.
We got rained out this morning, last night. Pretty much rained from last night until at least 11 o'clock this morning, hard. So everything is pretty socked in. You can't see any of the mountain tops. Those easy sheep that we went after last night went up into an uneasy place, but they're back again. And they're actually the only sheep that you can see right now. Everything else is up in the clouds, so Stephanie's out there glassing them right now, trying to get a bead on them. So yeah, wasted pretty much half of the day with the rain. So we'll just we'll see. Maybe we'll go back there and try it again. The creeks are swelling up from the runoff, but there's a break in the weather, and there's more trouble with the Ranger. Well, something's wrong with the carburetor on the Ranger. Again, 17 years old. We're gonna try to fix it. The Makuni carb. Last year we lost this little tiny clip that was on our main jet. So this year the clip is in there, but the machine seems to bog down and it's spitting fuel out of the overflow. I'm gonna make a couple little more adjustments here, and we're just gonna throw it back in and see how it goes. Okay, carbs back in, adjusted. I'm gonna give her a go. What's for dinner?
Mac and cheese and hot dogs.
Mac and cheese?
Yep.
Is this a camp staple?
At least, but right now I'm gonna shoes up.
Where's your...
Well, we fixed the Ranger. It was raining this morning. We had the Ranger breakdown in the afternoon. We did clear up, but now we're looking back right exactly where we're camped, and there's a little herd of sheep up there. Give it a go. Maybe there's something out there we can shoot. We're on the mountain again.
I dropped the bags above there, so we strapped them up. And then we think they went down, and the puppy can come up. Sheep over there. They're gonna come up behind the sheep, and then get above them. No sheep, but we did almost get attacked by grizzly
Well, you
bears.
can't say almost.
Well, they were pretty close.
We never saw a ram. We got to look at the group of them early on,
Yeah,
and then they started crossing over,
yeah.
and they didn't wind us. We got within 50 yards
No.
of the ewe and lamb that stayed on this side,
Yeah.
and we couldn't see that there were any rams, but
So we
we're like,
decided-
well,
Let's peek over the other side, and we peek over the other side.
and I'm like, oh sweet, there's a, oh that's not a sheep.
It was like
It
super
was
blonde.
a blonde grizzly that looked like a
Whoa.
sheep. Three
Three,
of
yeah,
them. And now all the sheep are headed right.
running.
Because the
from us.
grizzlies are coming up the side, we were going to look around.
If we'd shot a ram, we would have been dead.
Well,
Was there a ram in there?
no,
in
we never
either
saw a
group?
ram. No.
Those are all using lambs,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah. So we got as close as we possibly could to the using lambs.
You about
Alright, we better. We're gonna be walking off in the dark, so we better go.
Yep.
I miss you, Mom.
Day 6 with the highest water of the trip, we crossed the creek and head to the other side of the valley where we saw the 4 rams the day before. This time, the rams aren't there, but we look across to the other side, and there are the big ones that we've been chasing around. This is the same group of rams that the grizzly bear had spooked off a few days earlier.
I'll hike it as many times as I have to.
Listen, think about how badly you don't want to hike this again, and be that quiet. Okay.
Alright, what are we doing here?
Walking up a mountain. Way out that way. We're gonna get a ram. We're heading back with our backpacks full.
Okay,
That was Bruce.
there's a ram right there. Though we are going to hike from here to there
If we get the ram. I'll
and
come
try
back
to
for
get the
Ranger.
ram. I don't know how many miles it is. It's probably 2 miles away. But we've been up there before.
Yeah, 5 times.
We've only been up there once, last year.
We've been up this peak yet.
Well, I don't want to go up this mountain again. We just gone up it like 5 different ways.
I love
We
how
hike,
you're
we
running
hike,
this.
we go, we go.
I really don't care.
We whine, we go. Simple.
Bruce,
I mean, how much simpler can it only get?
you're talking
Bruce,
about
yeah.
whining,
How simple can it be to be quiet all the way there, Bruce?
Yeah, think about it. Not that simple.
So we have a creek to cross, and we need this tree to get across it.
Pull on that side.
Hold on, buddy.
We stand it up on end like a ladder.
We only got one shot. One.
Oh gosh. You know, that's almost comical.
I just got one.
Okay, Bruce. Grab one end.
Okay, get on my back.
Hold on, okay? Turn the shoulder. Don't get off yet, Bruce.
This time we've got a full view, and they've got the best approach we've had the whole trip. The only ram that was exposed, and he was feeding away with his back turned. I don't think they have any idea we're here. Stephanie and Hunter have dropped down to the bottom of this gorge, and they're going to be able to go right up on top of them. Hopefully we can give them some hand signals and let them know if they've moved or not, but right now they're in the same exact spot they were when they left.
Don't test panic attack.
They're so close. There's 3 rams. They're so close. They're closer than we've been the whole trip. And one of those rams is ginormous. And I don't think they can go any further. They've been in the same spot for like 10 minutes. And I'm having a panic attack here. I can't take it.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna wet his pants.
They are so close. Steph and Hunter are in the rocks right there underneath the green. I don't know how far away they are from those rams or if they can see them yet, but they stopped. I'm kind of wondering if maybe they can see them. There's 3 rams up there, not 2, but one of them is a monster. They're going down to the left. They're probably not close enough. I can't tell how many yards away they are. I mean, they're like 3/4 of a mile away from us. So
Really close to the sheep.
but they're closer to the sheep than we've been this whole time, I think, other than when they went up there after those ewes and lambs.
Dad, I think you need to stop and breathe.
Okay, I'll shut the camera.
He's signaling them, I think.
This is the ram signal.
He was doing this before I turned on the camera.
Shoot the
This is
ram.
not just...
Oh gosh, shoot it. Madison, look at these rams. Look at this one right here.
I know it. Don't they look great? The monsters.
Okay, I heard a gunshot.
Did it hit?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm shaking so bad I can't hardly see. Oh gosh, I hope she hit that. We're gonna lose sight of him here in just a second. I see all 3 of them are coming up. I can't tell if any of them are hit. Maybe she missed. We could still shoot from there.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
One shot.
Are they gone?
No, I mean... Okay, they're speaking now.
Oh boy.
One, two, three. Oh
It's falling. Did it fall?
I can't tell. Maybe she did hit one.
Oh dang, I think she hit it.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be hard to get to, but I think she got it.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
I think she got it. Hold on. Maybe she must have hit it on one of those other shots, but not real good. Nope, it's coming down. Okay, it's definitely hit and it's coming down the valley. So if they're hit bad, they won't go up, they'll go down. Okay, keep watching it.
Where's the sheep? It's going down. Where is it? Oh no, it's going. Don't go down there. Now it's going down. Look, watch. It's going down.
Where's it at?
It's coming down.
Do you see it? It's coming down even further.
But the two.
Oh gosh, it's like, you see that grassy little spot?
No, I see it. Jeez, oh peace. It's gotta be hit.
Oh, die.
I think
Did she get it?
It's not going with the other ones, it's gotta be hit.
Yeah. What was the other ones?
Oh, it just made a jump. It's coming downhill.
Fast? It is coming down.
It can't be hurt that bad, though.
No, it's gotta be hurt bad. Otherwise it'd be going up.
See the white spot coming down.
Gosh, I hope it doesn't. Oh no.
We think that sheep took a dive and is in that. So we're going to have to figure some way to get up there.
Okay, so we're pretty sure that the sheep fell into this ravine up here by this tallest rock that you can see. There's no way we could all go up this waterfall, it's too slick. So Ben climbed up and over this. We saw a bunch of rocks come down, but he waved to us that he was okay. And he's gonna go up as far as he can, but there's a good chance we're coming back tomorrow to figure a way up into the creek.
I climbed up and around. I didn't want Stephanie doing it. I didn't really want to do it, to be honest, but I get down into the canyon and I start hiking up. I climbed up waterfalls that I could get up, but I couldn't climb back down. I took a little footage of some of them, but 3 of those things I ended up just sliding down, kind of like a water park, a really scary water park. I figured I'd either make it or I'd break a leg. I hiked as far as I could to the back. There was one section I couldn't see, and that ended up being the section where we would find the ram, but that section, the waterfall and the drop were too high to get up without another guy. After I slid down the last waterfall, met up with Steph and the kids, we hiked all the way back to the four-wheelers, primarily in the dark. At one point we got lost. We ended up crossing that creek at night 3 times. The temperature that night dropped down below freezing. There was frost on all of our bags. By the time we made it back to the tents, everyone was soaked and tired, and I was mildly hypothermic.
We're live, back at the wall tent. Ben scaled a few waterfalls, trying to recover the sheep. 3 waterfalls.
Yeah.
Water slides.
Should put that on video.
We couldn't get to the sheep tonight. We're gonna have to go back out tomorrow morning, but we got pretty cold and wet on the way home, so everybody's recovering. It was a little rough. Matilda's looking good.
A little rough.
Bruce still looks rough. And Madison is hiding. Anyways, we'll be back out there tomorrow. One last look for the sheep. Do you have anything to add, Ben?
No.
Well, we got about 6 hours of sleep, packed everything up, and we're going to go back up on the mountain. So we left camp, hiked all the way back to the top of that mountain, and we attempted to get to where we could look down in from the top. We couldn't make it happen. We couldn't find it. We couldn't see it. So we went back to camp, defeated. A few days before all of this, Stephanie had used the Garmin InReach to text one of my friends who'd be coming out a few days later, let him know that we needed some gas. On day 8, at about 1 in the morning, they showed up at our camp with gasoline, and we sat around the campfire and talked about what had just happened. And they decided that we should all go back up there and give it another go with every piece of rope and everything we had. Maybe with enough manpower we could get that sheep out of that gully. We hike back up to the top of the mountain, go right to where that sheep jumped off, and try to figure if we can get down there, possibly lowering a guy from the top. When we find it, the situation's pretty grim. That sheep jumped off a precipice, went down approximately 200 feet, hit a ledge, went down another 200 feet, and then slid about another 200 feet past that. So a total of 600-foot drop with no way to go in from the top.
So we've been sitting here for about an hour and a half watching Dad, Toby, and Dawson do what they can to get at the sheep. We're pretty sure they found it and it's dead, but it doesn't look like it's retrievable because they're starting to head down the ridge now. So we're going to pack up and head down to meet them.
We all meet up in the bottom of the canyon where we left off the day before, and we come up with a plan. Stephanie wants to go, so Stephanie, Toby, and Dawson are going to scale up there. Between the three of them and some rope, I think they'll probably be able to make it in the next gorge. I give Toby a little speech about not killing my wife, and we get started.
One trekking pole?
Rough was solid.
This is really iffy.
Yep, let it go. Yeah, I came down there and I braced myself on either side, but I got real wet. Try that water bottle in there too. Hold on. Hey.
Oh, that looks weird.
I told you, way more impressive than me. Okay, Steph, Toby, and Dawson just made it up that rock face, so
Didn't really want her to go. And that's why I went last night or the night before. I can't remember. Night before? Yeah, 2 nights ago. But she'll be fine with them. So I'd have been a lot more comfortable in there with 2 guys, and those guys are super capable. But we know where the sheep's at. Me and them like hiked around and found the sheep, so it's down there. When I went up there, I took the wrong chute. I think they'll get it.
I think it's nuts.
You feel comfortable?
No. I'm scared of heights and on the top of like a mountain. It's like not comfortable at all.
You want to go up there?
No.
I would have rather done about anything other than sit there and wait. It was a long, long wait, and the whole time, everybody was getting more and more nervous.
9:08. Pretty assuredly going to be coming off the mountain in the dark again for the 3rd time.
There was no way for us to know while we were waiting, but they had found the sheep at 7:15, taken a few pictures, and packed it up. But they had to take that sheep down every one of those waterfalls that they came up, rappelling the packs down every time. We had finally gotten a ram. It was the biggest one out of that group, and it was the same ones that we had been chasing up there on that mountain 4 days before. We hiked off the mountain one last time in the dark, this time with full packs.
You ready to get out of here?
I'd stay.
You'd stay.
We got the sheep. It took a bit, but we got it. We're back at camp and start cleaning up and get out of here today. No more mountains this year.
No more mountains.
It's 10:17 in the morning. We got back last night at 11. Last night at midnight.
Oh, there's our meat. And there's the ram skull.
Counting the annuli on the antler, which are these little divots. And however many annuli there are, is how many years old it is.
Think you were up there?
I'd do it again.
Sheep.
All for the sheep.
And so we left. Probably back again next year. No worries, moose season's right around the corner.